Hello, another tutorial in visual art. This is a pear. Of course, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Notice that the light is coming from the right, and where the light hits the pear, it's much lighter. And where it doesn't, it goes right by, straight of course, it's very dark. You can hardly see anything. And also the cast shadow on the table from the light not being able to reach the table. And by the way, cast shadows in color are just slightly darker, or grayed, the same color, with a tint of the color of the object. Now, that pear can be made or drawn by making two spheres, a bigger one at the bottom, a smaller one at the top, and then connecting both and forming the shape within the connection lines. On top of the pear, you see a very small, short stem, which is actually a cylinder. You see the light falling on it. If you bring in your picture and stop it and study this picture, study light in the direction it's coming from, and also how dark it is under the pear where it sits on the table, so that it stays connected to something solid. Try to draw this pear, and I think most of you out there can make a reasonable job of this. I'm not going to draw it for you today because I want you to use some spheres that you have drawn from previous lessons, in which I showed you the different shapes in nature, all of nature: the cube, the sphere, the cylinder, the cone, and the pyramid. It's a pleasure really to draw from life. Some people say, oh, you don't need to draw to do good painting. No, perhaps not. Not after you've done about 50 years of painting and drawing. You wouldn't probably need to do a drawing. But it's very essential that you realize and know the basics of shapes. And since there's only 4, it's not really very difficult. Please note also just where the highlight is hitting the pear. And of course you leave that lighter. If you decide to make a volume out of the pear, then you can darken one side and gradually work towards the lighter side and leave the highlight, and you will have your volume, like I showed you in one of the other tutorials. I'm afraid this is a very short tutorial, but it's a very important one also. Have fun with it.